Discord. Okay, Restream tells me we are live. Let's check on YouTube. Yes, we are live. Okay, Restream tells me we are live. You can still see chat. Let's check on YouTube. Yes, we are live. So, let's get rid of the echo. And we're gonna write here in... We are live. Okay, DevStream number 2. So today I thought about getting started with a simple navigation. First I need to know if the sound is okay. To me it's a bit loud. So this should be better. I also wanted to add what's it called? An effect that suppresses the noise. Noise suppression. Free, yeah. Noise removal, no broadcast noise removal. What's the difference? Noise removal macOS. Okay, let's get this one. Get. I probably have to sign in. Oh, come on. So do I need to get I need to check if I have an account first. I don't think I have. Elgato, no. Let's check the other password manager. Because I realized in my streams and also in my videos that I recorded that you can still hear the PC quite a lot. The PC is quite loud. So let's quickly create one. Boom. I'm just gonna do this off screen. We can already look at this beauty. Beauty scan. Oh, it depends. From this side it's beautiful. I didn't capture it from this side, so that's why it's so weird. This is the work of my wife, and this is our food plan for the week. No, you cannot read it. So or did I do this on stream now? But I think it's better to do it then I don't forget about it. Select region. We are in Switzerland. Oh, currency. Come on, you can filter this from the country, no? Swiss francs is not even on it. Great. Let's see how. What is the? Ah, it's CHF. It's not on there. I'll just go with dollars. Okay. Create account. And then we have to verify our email. Boom. Done. Continue. Back to marketplace. Wow. Sign in. Boom. Now we're back in the game. Noise suppression. Probably would need to restart it afterwards, but let's see how that works. Yeah, no? Now what? And then how do I install it? Was it downloaded? No. Nope. Am I missing something? Let me quickly, yeah, when I restart this during the stream. Well, we'll just go with this now. I will do it next time. So, my goal for today is that we have, hi Bernard, hi Kale, I hope I say this correct. My goal is for today is that we have a first air navigation script where we can see the NavMesh agent going to a destination. So we'll create the what's it called, the data logic for it, and then we create the agent script, and maybe we also have time for the default air target event handler and the air navigation controller where we see the state of the whole thing. So what we created last time is just a basic setup. I scanned my home, and we did some settings for the NavMesh agent, and here we have the NavMesh agent helper. This is a script that positions the NavMesh agent always under the camera. So you see here we have the AR camera, which is essentially the camera on the back of the, let me see to get myself more into the picture here, which is on the back of the device. So, and then we warp it to the position of the air camera with X and Z, and the Y position we let the agent decide, because most of the time that varies a bit if you have steps or other stuff, irregularities in the NavMesh. And then this is well, yeah, you can find this in the repository of the project, which I will link in the video below, or you will find in the Discord, and or you can find it in the last time DevStream already, I think. Let's see if it's there. It should be here. Yeah, it's there. Here's the link for the repository. It's public, so you can check out the code here. Over time I will add some more information here. I also have a wiki, which is not visible right now because I'm not logged in. Should be available. Oh, here, wiki. And here I'll have some additional instructions as well. I'll try to comment a lot in the code, so the code is self-speaking, it's explanatory, and then here you have additional information, for example, this occlusion workaround, which you can read about if you have problems with occlusion. So let's get started. First, I'm gonna create a script. No, not show in Explorer. Create script, and we call this POI, which is a point of interest. That's usually how this is abbreviated. GitLab.com. Yeah, this takes some time to compile. Okay, so I'm just gonna look up the previous script that I've used. I'm gonna log into my GitLab account with sector effect authorization. Voila. Okay, so we have the I've actually shared this already in a previous video, which might be helpful to get out for some of you. What's it called? The data model. The data model is basically the heart of every IT project where you store data. I think I have it somewhere in the chapter. Data model, here we go. Yeah, this has been already 3 years ago, man. Time goes. So basically we're gonna, I called it destination in the bachelor thesis. So basically we're gonna do this. The rest I'm not gonna do. Maybe the floor, no, not even the floor space, because in this project we're gonna leave it. I'm gonna only do one. I'm only gonna rather cover one area target or one point cloud. So and then the multiple point cloud will be, or the multiple area targets project will be like in a paid version, or at least that's the plan. We'll see how that turns out. Oh, it's funny to see myself in the background. I just thought, why are there boxes behind me? But it's from the earlier days. Okay, so here I still worked with the translation key and the info translation key, because back then I worked with the localization package from Unity, which allows multiple languages, so essentially internationalization. And I think we're going to do this the same way, because this is usually in today's applications you need to have multiple languages. So I think we're going to do it the same way. Then the navigation goal is like the destination, where the destination is located. Then I have a sign. This is like the banner, which is visible for the user. Was visited, if it was visited or not. This was, for example, important for the what's it called, for a tour, like a tour guide mode. We had some audio tracks. Tiny front string event, back sign string event. I think that was back in the days. You need to have this, but those are private, I think. Destination details, destination controller, and then Rundgang control, navigation, control. Yeah. Okay, so we're first gonna start with those. Let's see, this is the wiki, we don't need anymore. Yeah. So let's just start with this one. What do you call it? Title translation key. Yeah, it's like this. And we just do this public. Let me see if I actually find this from previous, so I don't have to type everything. Previous projects. So this is one of the recent projects. Here I even had a point of interest type. If you want different types, that can be also useful to later have different to select different types, and then you can show a different icon, for example. That helps to know a bit. That can be helpful for the user to know to which place they have to go. Or so let's go back here. Question from Kale. I want to create a voice assist for my Unity navigation project, which is most efficient and free to convert text to speech in Unity. Text to speech. So if you want to text to speech, so you want to give voice commands to the user. I would suggest to use Google Cloud Console, which has great I don't have any project here, I think in my personal cloud, but there's a text-to-speech. I would use the text-to-speech API. We use it in one of the projects at work, and it's really, you don't pay a lot. If you don't use it like in a public, or if you don't use it like in a production environment, just for prototyping, it will be cheap. I think we use it we use it for this one. App talking pictures. Use it for this app. Like this. And it's very fast, very reliable. We will have it for many. This language is not available, but it's very good. You can even go into the. I think it's the API Explorer. Here you can search for the languages. No, this is just the API. There's a big list of the languages they support. Sorry, this is all in English, but in German. But yeah, I would try to take a look at that. And we made a lot of good experience with it until now, and it was not too expensive. Or maybe it's even free for, what does it say here? Tier 1, starting after 0 months. Yeah, well, that doesn't help at all. Free, 0 is not per minute. Well, what does it mean, free? Okay, but I would definitely find it out. In Google Cloud, I found it very helpful that you quickly see how much it costs. Like if you enable the API, on the next day you can already check if there was any fees or stuff. Maybe the beginning takes longer, but yeah, it's very helpful. I would try this one. Of course, you will need to have some sort of API handler that sends and receives, or that sends the post request. Oh, sorry, that sends the post request and then receives the answer. So I would give this a try. Hope that helps. Okay, then we have the point collider. Okay, and this way we found the position, and then we have the sign. Okay, I'm also gonna copy those from the previous project. This is like the basic. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, I had those. I would separate them. This is like the data model. We can call it data model. Data model. Keep this in a separate folder. And then we have points of interest sign. Like this, okay. And then in the collider, what did I have in the space? Oh, and we also create the augmented space. So on the sign, this is basically the script that is on the prefab of the sign. And here we're gonna have the POI, the point of interest assigned. Then we have an image. This image was used y image normal. Let's see in the code. Check this image normal. If which was a bookshop. This was I actually had it already. I started already implementing the specific color of POI image. Okay. Image normal, image library. So I think there was a specific background image, so it had different color. Yeah, I think we can do an example, but I think for the stars, we'll keep it. Oh gosh, what's that shortcut again? Oops, that was our music. That was our playlist. Running in the Chrome. And then so I'm gonna I want to find out the, what's it called? shortcut for commenting in Visual Studio Windows, because this is super complicated. Control K and C. Okay, let's try this again. Control K and C. Oh gosh, Control K and C. How do you remember this? Okay, in German it's Kommentare, and in German it's C. So Control Kommentar, command. Yeah. Okay, so handle image color. We're just gonna leave it away for the beginning. Control C, voila. Okay, like this. I'm gonna do a to do here. To do handle image, handle custom image for boy. And we can actually create a GitLab task for this, because GitLab is amazing for issue management. Wait, didn't I already sign in? I did sign in here. So let's go here. Yeah, this was the previous project. Let's just go somewhere else. Your work. Here on F community. Oh, I see, we didn't have any things set up here. No, not tag. Labels. Ah, wait, I'm gonna do generate the default set of labels. We're not gonna need this. Discussion, documentation, enhancement, suggestion, support. I'm gonna add up next. And enhancement, okay. Doing. I also like doing. Okay. And then in the issue board, we can create a new list. Let me say, okay, this is the up next and the doing board. Okay, now we can create a new issue. Custom images for poise. Boom. So let's get this started. Just for the Git stuff. Has expired. What? Okay. So maybe we can't push. Let's see which one is it here. Let's see if you can pull. No, fetch failed. Quickly gonna authorize Git Kraken. Success. Okay. Connected. Okay, close, exit preference. Here we go. Failed. Okay. Ah, now it worked. Now I should be able to pull. Okay, there we go. There we just track our recent changes. Okay. So let's go back. So basically what it's doing here, it's here we have the title, and when we set this point of interest, then there is the point of interest that we give as a parameter here, and then it's being set here, and we set the title. Oh, there's even a utils. Okay, what is the utils for? Gotta check this on the previous project. Probably it was kind of a middle solution to get I think it was to get to translate the key. Scripts. No, not UI. Must be utils. Helper. Name utils. Oh, that's the meta file. Name utils. Here we go. Get name is now empty. Because there is an identification and the title. Because for some, so there was specific for this. I mean, in a school, you often have an identification of a room, like K42 or N302, whatever, and then you have a name for it, like classroom, blah blah blah, or something. And so that always puts between in a what's it called, a Gedankenstrich, a dash? No, not a dash. This line here. And so, yeah, that was this. I don't think we're gonna need this. We're gonna just try to keep it simple. So I'm just gonna tell here title, boom. And this means also here we're gonna leave away the, or should we leave it? I mean, if you don't have an identification, you could just leave it empty. Yeah, I think we leave it. So we leave it in here, and then in the, what? It has problems with, cannot compile. Why? Poisson. Image does not exist in the current context. Because it's yeah, we'll just leave it. No. And how do we invert it? Okay. Control K just? Or controls? No. Oh, so control C? No. Control K, C. Control K, C, shift? No. Control shift, K, C. Oh man, this is so much better on Mac. Let's see if I can find how to uncomment Visual Studio, Windows, Control K and U. Ooh, U. Okay, gosh, on Mac it's just Shift to do the uncomment. Let's try this. Control what? Control K plus U, Control K, U. Oh gosh, it's horrible. Control K U. Yeah, it's working at least. Or we're just gonna do this. Control K C. This is horrible. Control K C like this, so we don't have a problem. There we go. I'm quickly gonna add this to our wiki. So I wrote it down somewhere. How should we call the page? Some useful things. Visual Studio shortcuts. Comment. How is called this? Commenting. Whatever. Commenting. Control K plus C and uncomment thing was control. What was it? Okay, you probably can configure it, but I'm not gonna start doing this now. Uncommenting, voila. Okay, we learned something. Okay, so we have the point of interest, we have an identification, we have a title. Here we're just gonna have the title. Okay, maybe gonna add this here. Info currently ignored in code, so people, they know when they go here. Voice is not used. Okay, so do we have text mesh pro already installed? Let's check that. Text mesh pro is installed, that's good. So, and then here we have the check if it was clicked on the screen or touched for mobile devices. And then we have the raycast, because everything in Unity seen here is 3D. So there's like a raycasted from the touch through the scene. And then we check if anything hit the collider, and if the collider hit the name of this game object, then we simply debug here and say I click this and nothing else. Okay, nothing else happens in this case. From a bachelor thesis, I showed a small info screen. We can add this later too, but so we can do add info panel about, or show info panel about this boy. I'm also gonna add an issue for this. Show additional info about why. Okay, and then so we have this, and so here we're gonna have this, and so this is more easy to understand. We're gonna create one already. So we have the area target here. And then we're gonna create a empty child. We call it destinations, or yeah, let's call it destinations. And here we have our first point of interest. Let's call it the kitchen. And here we're gonna add the point of interest. And the sign, how is the sign assigned? Let's check here. Do we assign it manually? Yeah, we assign it manually. So we have, let's see actually if I can grab a prefab from this. Will this be live recorded, Duarte? Yes, so this live stream will be available after I streamed. It will be immediately available on the channel. You can check it. Watch it later. Okay, so we have the sign. I wanted the sign. I do even have this repository here, so I'm just gonna copy it from there, because this would be just creating the, yeah, it will just make things easier. Let's see, it needs some time to start up. So we can maybe start already. So I talked about the title and the description. And so the identification, I assume, would not change, but we actually wanted to make it internationalized. So we want to have call this title key, and this will be the description key. And I'm quickly going to show how to set this up, even though you find also tutorials about this on YouTube. But this is very useful if you have, because this is like your data model, and if your data model is not adapted enough for bigger scale, for example, like adding another language, then you will need to change this later. And if you do this in the beginning, if you do it right from the beginning, it's much easier later. Also, if you just do it one language, I think it's a good thing to learn. So, but this means that here we cannot grab the title, and also not the title key. We'll just do this for the first try, because this is will be just the key. Get translation. I also need to look this up. I don't remember this, how we did this. So this was the previous project.